So this morning I'm at King's Cross station. Quite like going around different stations actually, that's really nerdy, isn't it? But I'm going to Grantham and I'm going to meet Dad there, and we're really excited. We're doing another little adventure. So the plan was I was taking the train from London and Dad was getting the train from Stockport. We were going to do a treasure hunt type adventure by bike in Lincolnshire. It's just so nice to do a holiday like this with the freedom of public transport and bikes. It's a folder, yeah.
Whereabouts are you sitting?
Oh, this is first class, isn't it? I'm not in first class. Yeah, right, okay. So you're all right. Appreciate your help. Thank you.
Sprint you magic in. You belong with.
Neither Dad nor I had been to Lincolnshire. We picked places to look for, some village churches because they're interesting and give a sense of the people of a place, past and present, and a country house with a tea room. And we saw these names and clues on the map that led us to this Knights Templar site, formerly their richest manor after London apparently, and it's all disappeared, but there's one tower still standing in a farmyard, so we definitely wanted to try and find that. Thanks very much. Right, here we are. I think this is Dad's train. Dad is 88. He started cycling regularly when he retired, using his bike for local transport and for pleasure. Well done! Look at you! Wonderful! So chuffed to see you. Thanks for your help. Bye! Bye! One now, isn't there?
There's no pick and choose for sure.
So we settled into our hotel in the town centre and then headed off on our first ride. Coming on your right, slowly.
I go straight from the bank, gassing up the tank, cranking up the radio, playing old Hank. It ain't that long till I'm back at the farm. I'm pulling up the truck down at the dock. It's time to do some cruising, baby, get a little stuck. It's a Saturday joyride. First and East is the spot.
Hello.
We're on a boat, we're feeling fine.
This is
Drinking Tennessee whiskey, a big blue sky. We're going up, we're coming down. There's a party on the water, it's a hell of a time. We're on a boat, hang tight. In our own honky tonk with a bottle of wine. We're going up,
It's quite heavy.
we're coming down. Cheers to feeling alright, it's a hell of a time.
Bit of a long, boring walk for people walking, isn't it? Yeah. Keep shooting. The plan today was to explore 3 places east of Grantham. To keep the cycling distances manageable, we were going to combine the bikes with the train, using this branch line out to the coast.
Right, we're looking for the lights. Yes. Good. It's easy.
So we were in Sleaford. In books, people rave about the windows of the church, so we thought we'd better go and see the windows.
How do we get through that?
We looked at the windows. It's apparently all about the tracery, but we found it quite hard to appreciate actually, and in the end we thought that this was a lot more fun. And there was loads more brilliant carving outside, so we spent most of our time looking at that. The books actually don't really mention these carvings, so you have to try and work out for yourself what they all are. They seem to have been big here on pigs. People say some of the faces must be portraits of local people the mason knew, which is such a rare thing. You never get portraits of ordinary people in medieval times.
In Norfolk, I'm sure we had hedges everywhere, and here is no hedges. Yeah. Going up this curve. Go and see if it's open. Is it shut? No. Oh, what a shame.
So we couldn't get inside, but the outside of the church was brilliant. There are hundreds of carvings here, just like what we'd seen at Sleaford, but all different. Again, I don't think anyone knows what some of these things are. What is going on here? And this looks indecent. It turns out that this type of decoration, rows of carvings like this, is a speciality of the East Midlands. What happened was, after the Black Death, village churches were extended and the work was done by local masons, not architects or anything grand like that. Basically, local builders who in this region added their own decorations and were obviously full of ideas. We loved them. The only detailed information I can find about the masons and their carvings here is at the brilliant website of a man called Lionel Wall, who's gone round looking at their work. Anyway, it was time for lunch.
Wow. It's quite posh. We're going to the bar.
So we had a nice lunch, and then we had one more place to find in this flat land on the edge of the Lincolnshire Fens.
It's glorious really to have that bigger view, isn't it? You get massive views in this flat country. Windy. Jane Austen type house, that for me. Loads of carvings.
Oh, yeah, good one, yeah.
Every surface was carved. There were little faces and creatures and stuff going on all over. Inside, the most famous thing is an Easter sepulchre. These were apparently models of the tomb that Jesus was laid in after he was crucified. And before the Reformation, people would put communion bread and a cross in the tomb on Good Friday and light candles and hold a round-the-clock vigil till Easter morning. Actually, what we liked best was this boy feeding his bird and this girl with her squirrel. It was time to head home, so we rode to the station in Heckington.
Oh, they've got a list of the station masters. How lovely. If you need station masters. It's a bit like having the parish priest, isn't it?
It's more fruitful to come by train then.
I guess so, yeah.
But you can't go back that way, so we can get our roads back to people.
Yeah, I know. Wouldn't it be
Our next station is Sleaford.
We've done it.
You're your war.
Super. Loads of birds on it. How is this side?
This is Grantham.
Okay.
Collapse my bike.
Should we collapse the bikes? Yeah.
So today was going to be more complicated. We were going by bus for the first time with Dad's new bike, and we were going to do a fair bit of off-road
Should we have a
riding.
picture?
She probably doesn't want to be in the picture. We're making a little film about cycling in Lincolnshire.
Pick the right county, there's not many hills.
Don't spoil it.
And some climbing. We were going to explore north of Grantham along the ridge of hills called the Lincoln Edge.
So how do we feel?
Feel that we're okay, yes,
Okay.
we're still up for it.
So the bus ride went fine, and our first stop was Nevenby.
With you there is trouble. It's hard to confide.
So what we were looking for here was another Easter sepulchre, and it was in some ways a bit disappointing because all the heads had been hacked off.
Oh, but all the heads have gone. It's much smaller.
It had the same features, the soldiers guarding the tomb in medieval costume, just like at Heckington.
That's unusual.
Little faces are sweet, aren't they?
Little hats.
Little hats and things. Yeah. What else have we got?
It's three-seater.
Little animals are really cute on this, aren't they?
Yeah.
They pushed little faces into all the corners.
Neat and dust because of the cobweb.
I would say that's a woman. And then another really nice little monkey.
Now we were riding along Ermine Street, the old Roman road. In the 1100s, the land through which this road ran was owned by the Knights Templar, warrior monks who guarded the shrines and pilgrim roads of the Holy Land during the Crusades.
Should we walk this bit? Yeah, let's walk this section and see what happens.
They got their money from landed estates like the big one that they'd had here. Their buildings, manor house and monastery, have disappeared, apart from one tower, which was apparently still standing in a farmyard, and that's what we wanted to find.
It says it's in the farm grounds, doesn't it?
Yeah. Should we just prowl down and have a look?
See.
Should we try this?
Let's just try
Yeah.
it. Let's apologise and
Yeah.
say,
And say we didn't.
can you direct us?
Yeah, we're looking for the tower. Let's see. Oh, what's that?
Perfect, that's it.
Yes.
It just looks like the rest of the stables to me.
Gradually became a ruin.
Right.
Shall I open this?
Oh,
Oh, wow.
oh,
Doesn't say no entry.
wow. I can't believe this is kind of still here. It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
But there's so much. It's
What's happened
fantastic.
to the pillars? Why do they disappear?
Maybe they were useful.
So they took them out.
Maybe you
the,
kind
the
of.
mason
Maybe they were made of marble and
precious.
valuable.
Yes, they're not mason's production. They brought it afterwards.
Brought in, made.
Special container, marble posts. Yeah, I think one of those. You're probably right.
The stone grave cover in the form of a knight.
Well, where's that? Oh, that. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. There's
Yes.
not much left of him, is there? But it definitely is.
Shoulder and head.
Shoulder, head, and ears.
Yeah, yes.
This is what they think it would have looked like. It was an amazing location. Anyway, after that, we carried on and we were going to drop off the Lincoln Edge down to the plain below. It had been a pretty hard morning, actually, and we felt like we deserved a treat. So we had a pub lunch here, and rejuvenated by that, we set off again. We had 2 more places to see, and the sun was shining.
Talking about blue skies, talking about sunshine, driving with the top down, feeling free. Talking about you and me, talking about smooth sailing on calm seas, feeling no flowers and bees. Talking about you and me, talking about blue skies, about sunshine. Top down, feeling free, feeling no flowers and bees. Talking about smooth sailing on calm seas. Your hair in the warm summer breeze. Talking about you and me. Talking about you and me. Talking about you and me. Talking about you and me.
Wow, gosh.
Wow. Good Lord. Wow. That's fantastic. Brompton.
We loved all the carvings that we'd found on these Lincolnshire churches. Looking at them felt like a peek into the world and the mind of ordinary people in English villages just after the Black Death. Village bands, frogs, people pulling faces, dogs with bones. And you would imagine the imagery would be sort of pious and religious, but actually it's not at all. How about this? A mooning man in a stripy jumper right over the entrance for all to see when they're going into church. And there's actually quite a lot of that sort of rude stuff. All the churches we had seen had been extended and decorated in the years after the Black Death. The last place we wanted to see, however, was a complete contrast. It was a tiny little church that was built before 1066 and hardly changed since.
Oh my goodness, it's absolutely tiny. Sweet. So different, isn't it? You just walk in and it's low. The
Yes.
ceiling and it's just white
Just
ceiling.
white, plain ceiling.
Very sweet.
We'd managed the challenges so far, the bus journey, the rough old Roman road, and we'd enjoyed exploring places along the Lincoln Edge and on the plain below. Now we were going to go back up onto the Lincoln Edge, so we had some climbing to do.
Nearly there. I think this is the biggest hill we've ever done. Woo.
So we'd ridden 30 miles in all to a country house north of Grantham, and then through settlements out on the flatlands towards the fens, and then today through villages and ancient roads along the Lincoln Edge where the Knights Templar had owned a huge estate. The next day we visited an old coaching inn in Grantham itself that had belonged to the Knights Templar apparently, and Grantham's own huge church. And then it was time to say goodbye. We had loved this trip, exploring the Lincolnshire landscape and finding out a bit about its people. Bye bye.